So my name is Darren. I work with Havas Media, and Havas Media have launched an initiative called Havas Media Labs that's run by Amy at the front here. And we're really interested in connecting startups into our brands. We're all from very different backgrounds. First time I've worked at a company. I've had my own businesses since I was about 20, started as a developer. So I've been through this. I sponsor a number of businesses and I work through a number of business schools as well. So we're very keen to kind of take you guys on a journey with our clients and help connect you with 3Biz and the guys here.
We don't see it as a survey tool, we see it as an online research tool. So the idea is that it adds the value that you would get from a research consultancy at the price of a DIY survey tool. We don't expect people to know what questions they want to ask. We don't talk about questions or surveys. We ask you simply what your business is called and to tell us a handful of things that you think are important to your customers.
And in Rome, you definitely don't want to go on these days, right? So, I mean,
anyone knows what happens in Rome during these days?
we try to figure out, but can't really see. But we know that for sure that guys in Paris go away in the warm countries in August and then they come back, so that's why Kennedy.
When I'm booking a hotel, I always check TripAdvisor and I trust them, and I don't really need to find another company that aggregates that sort of data. So for me, if I was going to use that, TripAdvisor reviews would be a must for me.
And I'm sure a lot of you have seen your boarding passes through various airlines. And so I think airlines correct this. Unfortunately, small businesses and the larger businesses have not been using this functionality for either store cards or loyalty or coupons.
Hey, so my question is, this is obviously good for businesses because they get advertised to consumers, but how are you going to get consumers using this?
To allow some sort of points that can be redeemable for additional things in participating businesses.
So you've not been photographed. You're an imbecile. You're going up to it to... Sorry, I'm not being rude. People do this sort of stuff.
Remarkably accurate.
Just keep looking at the screen. Has it found you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go.
So if you shorten the number of images that you think contain yourself, rather than go through a process of ordering it there, it probably makes more sense to sort of tap in with a social login. You can do that just by a phone contact.
When you publish something with us, it's not about the circle of influence that you created, it's not about your friends, it's not about people who follow you. All the publications, they go into one large pool, they're all kept together, they have similar visibility. And then we use all sort of kind of tools around it to help the audience home in on what's relevant to them.
One thing I struggled with through that was to work out how you're really different from the other writing, blogging platforms out there.
If you're a new author, if you're coming in, a new writer, or you just, you have a burning opinion that you want to share with everyone, and you don't really have a massive social outreach, your circle of influence is going to be tiny and you won't be able to get read at all. So we're getting rid of that completely. We're sending everything into one big pool and basically make relevance of that information the key.